Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musings. I am your host, Bill Miller. Got a good video planned for today. We are going to take a look at some EC cover portfolio prints of Weird Fantasy. Now, Weird Fantasy was a companion title to Weird Science, and it ran for 22 issues. Both of them did, before they were then combined into one title, Weird Science Fantasy. The interesting thing about Weird Fantasy is it replaced a Moon, a Girl romance. And it started with issue number 13, picking up the numbering from the previous title, so Gaines could avoid paying the second-class postage fee. But after 6 issues, the post office caught on, and number 17, issue number 17 was, no, it was 18. 18 was renumbered as number 6. And so from that point it went 13 through 17, and then 6 is where it restarted again. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 all have 2 issues, each with that number. So it's very confusing when you're looking for back issues or you're referring to one of those specific issues. They can be one of 2. So it went 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way through. So these were produced by Russ Cochran in 1981. Here is the envelope. Looks to be in good shape. I haven't taken a look at them, so we will see them together. Just pull them out. Here we go. We have Weird Fantasy number 13. And most of the covers were by Al Feldstein. Most of the stories written were by Al Feldstein. Usually Bill Gaines and he would discuss some springboard ideas that Gaines had come up with, and Feldstein would pick one and then go and write the story. And on the interior, we have a Vault of Horror advertisement. So these printed the covers and the interior cover, front cover page from each of the issues, oftentimes from the original art. And the package says, or the envelope says, the 22 covers contained in this envelope represent some of the finest artwork done for EC Comics. These are the same covers used in the complete Weird Fantasy, except they are trimmed to include the entire cover. The artwork, chiefly by EC editor Al Feldstein, was colored especially for this series by the original EC color artist, Miss Marie Severin. And then we have number 14. And on the interior, we have an advertisement for The Crypt of Terror, which was the title that was changed, I think, after 3 or 4 issues to Tales from the Crypt. So these ran from 1950 through 53 before they were combined into Weird Science Fantasy. This is issue number 15. Al Feldstein edited this title. On the inside, we have a bio of Bill Gaines. These all look to be in mint condition. Issue number 16. And inside, some more biographical information about Bill Gaines. Issue number 17. And we continue the story on the inside of Bill Gaines. So those first 5 are the ones that will share numbers with other issues. And here we have issue number 18. Which they called issue 6. So this is where the post office started renumbering the issues, calling this a standalone title, not close enough to A Girl, a Moon, a Romance, to continue the numbering. So they caught it at this point and said, this isn't issue number 18, this is issue 6, because the previous 5 started a new title, not a title name change, a new title. And they started at 1. And this is probably the most famous of this series, in that it talks about the orange and blue robots on another planet, and one was treated poorly and one wasn't, and the only difference was the color of the metal. So obviously an allegory to some of the racial issues that we were going through at the time. And the astronaut from Earth who had witnessed this took off his helmet in like the last panel, near the last panel, and he was African American. So this is number 7. Would have been 19, right? So this is issue number 7. And so 13 through 17, there's about a year difference between one issue and the other issue. That's probably one of the easy ways to tell them apart. And more of the Bill Gaines story on the inside. Issue number 8. Fantastic cover. And more of that story. Issue 9, all Feldstein. The aforementioned Gaines story, the inside of the front cover. Issue 10, and a picture of that rascal on the inside. Issue number 11. And on the inside, we have an artist spotlight. This one on Al Feldstein. Now, Weird Fantasy and its companion title, Weird Science. This is issue number 12. Both lost money. That's one of the reasons they were combined into one title. But the sales of the horror titles were so strong that they kept these companion titles afloat. And artist of the issue, Joe Orlando on the inside. Issue 13 again. And on the inside, we have the three ghoul lunatics advertising the horror titles. Issue 14, again, a lovely cover. And again, advertising Tales, Haunt, and Vault on the inside. Issue 15, the second 15, beautiful cover. And on the inside is an advertisement for the first issue of Mad. Issue 16, again. And inside, a Mad advertisement. And issue 17 again. You can't beat dinosaurs and rocket ships. And on the inside, we have an advertisement for Mad, issue number 3. Now here's where the numbering picks back up. This is number 18. Fantastic cover. And on the inside, we have an advertisement for Mad, number 4. We have number 19. And on the inside, we have the artist spotlight on Al Williamson. Oh, and this is a Joe Orlando cover, by the way. Beautiful. Back to Feldstein with issue number 20. And on the inside, we have an opportunity to subscribe to MAD. Issue 21. And this is Williamson and Frazetta with the cover. Beautiful. And again, on the inside, an opportunity to order MAD. Number 22. This is an Orlando cover. And on the inside, in memoriam, they talk about combining weird science and weird fantasy into weird science fantasy. This is a Feldstein cover with weird science fantasy. Nothing on the interior. And another one with nothing on the interior. The very famous Wally Wood, Feldstein cover. And that will do it for the EC portfolio prints that we have for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing them. I certainly enjoyed showing them to you. And if you did, I would encourage you to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you're alerted as soon as I release new videos. Thumbs up and comments are always appreciated. And remember, we're taking over the world one comic book at a time.